So here's a $1 million question, Carl. If you were walking down the street and you bumped into the 20-year-old Carl James, what one piece of advice do you think that you give to him?
I'm probably, maybe I'm an anomaly, but I actually wouldn't change anything of the career that I've had. I've been extremely lucky in my career. It's been very diverse, very challenging, and I put a lot of hard work in.
Yeah.
But I guess the advice that I would offer would be take on challenges, accept a little bit of risk and back yourself. I've been lucky, I've backed myself, haven't always won, but you pick yourself up again and move on, because that's life. So being adaptable is another key thing, accepting change.
Yeah, that's some great advice.
Yeah.
What would yours be?
Honestly, I thought you said we've only got 30 seconds. So let's talk work-life balance for a moment, Carl. What do you think a healthy work-life balance would look like, or should look like for an engineer, and how do you achieve that in your team?
Yeah, so we've taken the approach that flexibility is the ultimate work-life balance. So we're fully flexible. People work from home. People do shortened weeks so that they can work around family, and everybody's got other stuff outside of work that they have to deal with. So having that full flexibility is key, and our team love it. Absolutely love it.
So in terms of your industry, are there any areas of specialisation that you might recommend young engineers to focus on if they were keen on pursuing?
To be honest, Matt, I actually wouldn't encourage people to specialise at all, especially too early in their career.
Yes.
By having a more generalistic approach opens more doors in their career prospects. There's time for specialising later in your career, and then you can become a bit of a boffin in a specific area. That produces well-rounded engineers.
Yes. So Carl, what do you think might be regarded as the biggest misconception that people might have about a career in engineering?
I think the misconception that it's all number crunching. If I look at my team, they do a raft of different tasks. There is some number crunching because engineering is a lot of maths. There's software packages that they use. There's conversations with the clients. There's site works. There's field activities. So it's a lot more diverse than what people think.
So Carl, when it comes to junior engineers, what do you think that they should be prioritising in terms of the experience that they gain early in their career?
This is purely from my experience. I think communication is a huge thing, and I've noticed it in our business. The good communicators tend to go far. They have a long career. Being adaptable is another big skill to have. The world's full of change. We've got a lot of change internally in our business. So if you can adapt to that change, I think there's really good prospects for you to adapt career-wise as well.
Yeah. So when we're looking at communication, it can take many forms these days. What do you think?
It's across the board, really. Yeah. We communicate on so many different levels, but I think somebody that can communicate at multiple levels within the business is key. If I look at my senior team, they're all very good communicators, both written, verbally, and even being able to communicate, read body language, because that's very important when you start dealing with clients and other stakeholders outside the business.
I think often being, the engineer and the customer-facing engineer, that they can often be two very different skill sets, can't they? They're not necessarily naturally bedfellows as well. Yeah,
and we're lucky because most of engineers have some client interaction at some point. So that's why communication for us is key, because we have all these multiple touch points with our clients.